You probably know who you are, right? You might even have a strong sense of who your partner is. But have you ever truly stopped to consider who you two are together? What is the identity of your relationship? The we that you're building? Most couples don't think about that. They just are, right? But in this conversation, we aim to change that because the truth is your relationship has its own identity, a life, a presence, a power, an energy, and impact. And so if you want a relationship you're truly proud of, you have to learn how to consciously shape it. So let's talk today about what it means to be proud of who we are. Welcome, my friends, to another Catalyst conversation for a relationship revolution, where we challenge the unquestioned assumptions about love, flip the script on what you've been taught, and reveal the truths that no one's told you. Here, we unlock a whole new paradigm of partnership, one that anchors in consciousness and empowerment and results in the kind of relationships that most people only dream of. Today, we are exploring the often unlooked power of we-ness because you're not just two individuals coexisting. You're creating something together, something more than the sum of the two parts that you are, right? And that something has the potential to be so much more powerful, beautiful, and deeply impactful than maybe it has been if you choose to create it so. As always, these conversations might challenge you. They might make you a little uncomfortable, and this conversation might just set you free. So, before we get in any deeper, I want to take a moment to introduce who I am for those of you who may be new to these powerful conversations. My name is Dr. Jenny Wallig. I am an award winning relationship mentor, speaker, author, and educator. I am also a disruptor, a rebel with a PhD. I am determined to make the world a better place through more conscious and involved relationships. I work alongside my partner, Calvin O'Seeley. We are the founders of Powerful Love Relationships and the creators of the three-pillar Powerful Love Method, a proven path to saving, healing, and improving your relationship, even if your partner's not doing the work with you yet. In these Catalyst conversations and in everything we do at Powerful Love, the goal isn't just to teach you how to do your relationships better. It is to redefine how relationships work and to empower you, fellow visionary, to create the relationship and the life that fills your heart and fuels your dreams. Ready? Let's get into it. So, this month, we're talking about how to create a relationship that you're proud of, right? Last week, we talked about being proud of who you are and how you show up in your relationship. And when we talk about being proud of who we are, most people think about our personal identity or maybe our family identity. But there is a we that is the relationship, right? The shared space between you and your partner. That's a living thing. It has shape, y'all. It has texture, energy, identity. Who you are, the relational you, it breathes, it grows, it contributes to the world, or it doesn't. Most people never fully acknowledge this identity, right? The third part of the system that is you and your partner. It's you, them, and the two of you together, right? Most people never think about it. They never define it. They never consciously choose it. They never name it. But if your relationship is something that you desire to like be more than just a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a static thing, right? This coasting isness that just exists, and you want it actually to be a life-giving thing that supports your dreams and your legacy, that fuels your deepest fulfillment. That identity of the we-ness must be intentionally cultivated. Okay. So I want to break this down a little bit. Creating a we that you're proud of is not about losing yourself in the relationship. As I mentioned yesterday, or not yesterday, last Friday, we talked about becoming the one, right? Doing your own work. That's essential because if you don't, you risk codependence. And that's not what we're going after. But on the flip side, right, if you cling too tightly to your own individuality, you're going to miss out on the beauty and strength of shared identity. So, creating a conscious we-ness in your relationship is about making space for the both and. There's you, there's me, and there's us, there's the we. And all need to be able to exist as their own identities and in their own identities. There's a myth that you and your partner complete one another, right? Like I found my better half. I found my other half. Two halves. Now we are one. We are whole. That shit gets us in trouble, y'all. Like you are not one person. You are two people that have come together and created something more than either of you could ever be on your own. Right? You don't complete one another. You complement one another. Two whole people consciously building a life together, coming together to create magic that is its own entity. That is the foundation of real, strong, lasting, powerful love. And when you do that, you become more, right? You have a greater impact. You become more powerful. You become more capable than either of you could be apart. Cal and I often use the metaphor of oxen, right? So oxen can pull, like individually, they can pull a certain amount of weight, right? But if you yoke them together, they don't pull the combined weight of that each oxen could pull independently. They pull more than double that, right? So it's not 1 plus 1 equals 2. It's 1 plus 1 equals 5. Yeah. Together, yoked in love, you can pull more than double. You can create so much more. That's the power of the we that the two of y'all are. So if you think about this, right? Like if you think about you and me and we, you can consciously create that identity, right? That it's your love child. Give it a name. Make it your sacred team, right? Like um, Cal and I are the yin yang soulmates. I worked with another couple who were team thing because they did the thing, right? Like, and we could talk about your needs, their needs, team things needs, right? This energy birthed by your union, when you identify it as so, it can become a thing that you are also consciously feeding, nurturing, honoring, acknowledging, growing. And in doing so, you are also attending to the individual needs because, and I've talked about this before, your individual needs are tied to the system's needs. And the systems are not just your needs and your partner's needs, it's the needs of the relationship. There is a third party here, right? Being a team like this, y'all, is a skill. You can't build a thriving relationship if you're treating each other like opponents. When you forget this third piece, the we, it's so easy to fall back into me versus you. Teamwork means shared goals, mutual support, and a mindset that says us against the problem, not me versus you. Right? If you were on a team, I mean, and I'm not a sports person, but Cal can speak to this more. But I know the general concepts, right? If you're on a team, there's a teamness. There's what the team needs. There's what you need and what a particular teammate needs, but there's also the needs of the entire team, the team cohesion. It is no different just because there are only two of you on this team, or maybe more of you on this team, right? Like, because I may be speaking to other polyamorous folks. And then of course there's the team that we create with our children. Like, yes, so there's lots of teamness, but and even in relationship structures where there are more than one partner, each dyad still has its own identity. And then there's another identity of the triad or the polycule, right? So like we get to be layered. We get to acknowledge the compounding synergy that we create as these beautiful human but spiritual beings coming together in some kind of connection and union. Like that is sacred and it deserves to be acknowledged. And here's the thing, there are pieces of the you-ness, right? The togetherness, the we-ness that the two of you create that are uniquely you, right? That just kind of happen because of who each of you are and because of the magical ways that the two of you come together. And you also get to define that. You also get to clarify that, right? So you're asking yourself, what are our shared values? What are our shared dreams? You've got individual dreams, and then you've got shared dreams, couple dreams, together dreams, family dreams, right? What are your strengths? What do you have? Like, what does the team, the two of you, have as a strength that neither of you would have independently? How about your impact, your couple vibe? What is your vibe? Can you put words to that? These aren't abstract questions. They're the DNA of your relationship, of the we that you desire to be proud of, the we that you're consciously creating. That's the invitation here. And when you start to get good at this, when you start to live from a conscious sense of who we are, you're going to stop reacting, right? You're going to stop being moving into us or me versus you and start living from us. That helps to move us out of um, reactions in the relationship that we may feel not so great about and into a me that shows up with greater integrity, alignment, and that you feel proud of, right? So not only are you more likely to feel proud of the two of you, but you're more likely to feel proud of who you are, because it's not just about you and your partner. It's about this love child that you're nurturing, right? You're able to feel more unified even during the hard seasons. Your love becomes this thing that people can feel when they're around the two of you. That is a special experience, right? You get known and adored for who you are and who you are together. Your relationship also gets to become a greater source of joy, of identity, and of power and fuel in your life. Your relationship, that entity that is the two of you together, is a catalyst of so much power and potential. And it can and it will fuel your dreams, expand your life, nourish and fill your heart, delight you in so many ways if and when you really nourish and grow and know it, right? Now you're no longer just in a relationship. You are building something, and something that you can be proud of building. Now, if you are in the relationship revolution, remember that your activation this week is going to be live very soon. This is your invitation to go deeper and to apply what you're learning, because, of course, we know that transformation doesn't just happen with awareness. That's a part of it. But real transformation happens when we take new awareness and move it into embodied practice, into who we be. And that's what your activation is going to help you do this week. If you are not yet a member of the Relationship Revolution, this is your invitation, my friend. The Relationship Revolution is a powerful and simple membership that takes you deeper into each of these conversations every week, brings you into community support and like hot seat mentorship and coaching. It gives you behind the scenes look at how Cal and I are applying these concepts. You get access to an exclusive revolutionized course that I created just for the membership. You get to ask me questions that apply to your relationship and have them answered. It is so much value with so little time commitment and such an easy investment. Right now, the founding member rate is still available. It's just $97 a month. We are getting amazing breakthroughs and transformations within our membership community already. Small as we may be, we are mighty, and we would love to have you in this container to help build and create something so powerful and profound, not just for your life and relationship, but for everybody's, because who you be and what you're doing, I promise, has ripple effects. We are going to revolutionize love, and we're starting in this container. $97 a month. The link is in this post description. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope to see you there. Until next time, keep leading with love, revolutionizing your relationship. I will look forward to seeing you live next Friday, 12:30 Pacific, for continuation, episode 3 of our Proud Love Month. I'll see you then.